welcome back to my YouTube channel. You guys, thank you so much for all the love on my last video. Thank you. Today we're going to be talking about being a housewife. It's a very controversial topic, and it's something that a lot of people have different opinions about. But today I'm going to talk about things that you should do before you decide to become a housewife. Very, very important. It's not like something that you just wake up one morning and okay, I want to be a housewife today. I think before anybody decides to be a housewife or a stay-at-home mom, you should have a plan, or just there are a lot of things that you should do, or a few things that I think that you should do. So today I want to talk about just a few things that I think you should do before you make that decision of being a stay-at-home mom or being a housewife. Number one thing I think that you should do is have that conversation. Have that conversation with your spouse. And this conversation, I mean before you get married. I don't even mean like into your marriage you're talking about it. If that's your point, it is now you thought about it, it's okay. But I would advise that you have this conversation before you got married, because these are the things that are very important, that are going to affect your level of argument and quarreling, because it's a very big issue. It's like giving an example of, there are a lot of people who, maybe a woman who does not want to ever sit at home, never. And just imagine you getting married to a man who thinks that you should sit at home and take care of the house. Now that's going to create unnecessary arguments and tension in the home. Also, it's like a man who feels like his woman should get up, get dressed, go to work, have something that she's doing, and the woman is like, really, I'm really comfortable sitting at home. Like, I feel like I just want to be at home, take care of our kids, take care of the house and all that. So you don't want to be on different page or different pages with your spouse about this. You want to be on the same page about who stays at home or who doesn't stay at home. That's why I think it's very important to have this conversation before you get married, because it's going to help you know if you really want to be with this person, or is this going to be a deal breaker or not. So that's number one. Number two thing I want you to do before you decide to be a housewife is have a plan. Very important. Very simple, you think, but having a plan is going to be key. This is what a plan does for you. This plan is going to help you know if, do you want to stay at home for, is staying at home for you short term, or is it long term? Short term, I mean, maybe you just want to stay at home for a few years, for maybe like the formative years for your children. The first few years, stay at home, raise your kids, then get back to work, do something that you want to do. It's very important that you have this plan. Or do you want it to be long term? Like long term, I mean, like that is all your plan, that is all that you want to do, and it's fine. Whichever plan that you have is fine. And this plan I want you to have is, you don't have to have it all figured out now, but it's okay for you to think about it. What this plan helps you do is that it helps you give yourself some grace, because you know that maybe if you want it to be a temporary stuff, you know that it's temporary and you're going to do it for the time being, and it's just for a while, and later on you have another thing that you want to do. So you're not thinking of what should have been, because what you're doing at the moment is in your plan. Yes, guys. Number three, the third thing I want you to consider before you decide to be a housewife or to be a stay-at-home mom is just really know that this stay-at-home mom thing is a full-time job. Yes, guys, it is a full-time job. Just think of the fact that maybe if you were going out and you have to pay somebody else to do the job that you're doing as a stay-at-home mom. Now think of those guys getting dressed in the morning, coming to your place to do the work that you do at home because you're a stay-at-home mom. They take pride in their job. They know that they are going to get paid for this job. They are doing this job and they consider it an actual job. So that's the same way you should consider this job that you could have been paying for as an actual job. The fourth thing I want you to consider or think about before you decide to be a stay-at-home mom is to learn, intentionally imbibe the habit of asking for help. Learn to take time out. See, because you're a stay-at-home mom does not mean that you have to carry everybody's problem on your head all day, 365 days in a year. No, Don't do that. You're going to get worn out eventually. See, you have to take out time for yourself. Do things that make you happy. Do things that you're doing for only yourself. One thing I do is when hubby gets back from work, I give our child to him. I take out few minutes, few hours out from, like, for me time. I just need me time for me alone. Like, I take out time, I just breathe, or sometimes I let them go out together. I stay at home alone for the peace and quiet. I need it. Other times I could just take a walk alone. It makes me feel good. I'm stronger mentally. I'm happier when I come back home. I'm more wholesome. They are happier and I'm happy. Do you get what I'm saying? So take out time, do things that you want to do for only yourself. This helps you to be a better person for your family. It helps you to be a better person for yourself. And if you're happy, every other person is happy, because trust me, they care about you and they want you to be happy. Most times we just don't like to put ourselves first and make ourselves happy. So we end up being drained and our sadness or bitterness rubs off on every other person in the house. Take out time, do things for yourself so you're happy and every other person in the house is happy, guys. The fifth thing I want you to do or consider before you decide to be a stay-at-home mom is do not compare yourself with other moms. It's okay to admire them, it's okay to be happy for them and all that, but please do not compare yourselves with them, because what it ends up doing is you end up doubting yourself. You know, there's something that comes naturally with you as a mom or as a wife or a stay-at-home mom that's best for your family. You know, what's best for the person you're comparing yourself with might not be good for you, like for your family itself. So what I want you to do is learn to appreciate but do not compare. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, do not compare yourself with the other mom. She's doing what's best for her family. You should do that too. Do what is best for your family. Do what your family needs you to do for them, and appreciate another family, another mother, but don't look at, oh, I want my life to be like this other mother's life. It might not work out that way for you, and you see, because you're comparing, you become worn out. You end up thinking that you're not doing enough for your family when you are doing what you can do for your family and you're doing the best for them. And trust me, your family just wants you to be you because they love you. Do you get what I'm saying? So the you that is you is enough for your family. That's what I'm saying. Like, be you to your family. Stop comparing and trying to be like every other mother. You just end up being, it's just overwhelming, and you realize you cannot even be anything because you want to be everything. Do you get what I'm saying? Oh, that was good. You cannot be everything or anything because you want to be everything, guys. That's a hit. That's a hit. Number 6, the sixth thing I want you to do is learn to filter the advice that you're giving. A lot of people tend to have opinions on what they think stay-at-home moms should do or what they should not do. You want to tell a mom what she should do. You want to tell her whether you want her to stay at home or not. It's just a lot most times, and it could be overwhelming. It's okay to listen to advice, but you do not have to act on every advice that you get. You know, you have to have a mind of your own, guys, something that you're really confident in. You have to know what you want to do. So it helps you when somebody gives you advice. You know, you filter it because, okay, I like this, I don't like this, I want to act on this, I don't want to act on that. So you don't end up taking all the advice, acting on all the advice. It just ends up being so much for you. Take advice, listen to what people have to say to you, but do not act on everything that people want you to do. You know what's best for you. Like I said earlier on, that is all that you should do. So yes, that's the sixth thing I want you to do. Learn to take advice, but do not act on every advice, because every advice might not even be good for you in the long run. Something else I want you to note is, because you don't have it all figured out now doesn't mean you're not going to have it all figured out tomorrow. Do what's best for you, do what's best for your family. Just breathe, take out time to breathe, enjoy yourself, live your life as best as you want or as best as you choose. And because you're a stay-at-home mom doesn't mean that you have to be broke. It's 2021, guys. Look for what you want to do. There are a lot of things you can do from the house, a lot of things you can do to earn money from the house. That's if you want to. Please look for what's important to you, look for what's interesting to you, and see how you can earn money from whatever it is you choose to do from home. You don't have to be broke because you're a stay-at-home mom. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel today. Please like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment under the comment section. Thank you, guys. See you in my next video. Thank you.